So hello everybody, this is Adrianna again back from the Colour Me Alive collective. We're still on our steps to showing ourselves more compassion. So the next step today is acceptance. So what is acceptance? So in relation to showing yourself self-compassion, acceptance is, accepting where you are right now, accepting your situation as it is. That doesn't mean you passively accept it, that you're just like, oh, well, that's just how it is, and I'll just accept that I'm 2 stone overweight and I'll do nothing about it. Or I accept that I'm in a really bad relationship and I'll just stay in it. It has nothing to do with that. What it means is we accept where we are now, but we also commit to an action to help us resolve the issue or to help us change it in some way. Okay? So think about this for a minute. So, they say in order to heal something, we have to feel it. So I want you to imagine that you're allowing yourself to feel all your feelings around whatever it is that you're struggling with at the moment, that you need to have acceptance around. So let's say you're in a relationship and you love your partner, but you know there's things you need to do to improve it. So you accept where you are now, but you then have a plan for committed action to improve it, whether that relationship is with yourself or with your partner. Okay? So we accept where we are now. We allow ourselves to feel whatever it is we're feeling. We don't try to push it down or suppress it. We show ourselves some kindness as we, lift the lid on what's going on for us right now. Now, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be your weight. It could be that you're really struggling. I mean, there's a lot of people at the moment that I've been working with that are really struggling with their weight. They put on, they're calling it the COVID stone or the COVID 10 pounds actually was a client earlier on today. So if you think of it, so say it's your weight. So you accept that you put on a stone and you go, okay, and you allow yourself to feel maybe the annoyance that you feel, or you're a little bit upset with yourself or angry. That's all okay. And so you accept whatever's there, you allow yourself to feel the emotion that's attached to it and you let it dissipate. So in order to heal it, remember, we have to feel it. And then you implement a committed action to help you overcome it, at the very least manage it a bit better. So what could you do? If you're overweight, there's no point calling yourself names. Oh, you're fat and look, you haven't done anything. You're just going to get fatter. So what you do is you say, okay, you cut yourself some slack. COVID was hard. It was uncertain. My drug of choice is food. It made me feel better and it soothed me, which is what food does. Remember, it hits certain parts of the brain. It makes us feel calm. So we needed a crutch then, and that was our crutch, and that's okay. And for others it was alcohol, for others it was smoking, like shopping. Look, none of us are perfect. We all have our crutches. But do we want a crutch for a year or for a lifetime? So we've had it for the year now. Is it time to put it down? So in accepting where we are now, it's much easier to put the crutch down. So what we do, we committed action. So we decide, right, I'm going to prepare my meals. I'm going to eat a breakfast. So, you take action steps that are going to help you minimize the damage of using the crutch. Okay? So if it's the relationship, you come up with different ways to manage yourself in that. Maybe set some new boundaries, maybe talk to your partner, maybe spend some time alone, finding out why you're tolerating this behavior. And then if it's food, exactly the same thing, the relationship with yourself, why you're tolerating this behavior towards yourself, and what can you do to minimize the damage. I mean, for me, it's definitely food. For me, whenever I feel bad or low or stressed, straight away I want to eat something. And I mean, I gave into it for years, and it was a constant shaming myself and feeling guilty. Where now I don't really, I normally now I'll say to myself, well, how am I going to feel after I eat that? Like, for the minute I'm eating it, I'm going to feel good, but then I feel terrible. So I outweigh, short-term pain for long-term gain. So I sit with the feeling and I let it pass. And I don't always. Sometimes I do eat the cake and sometimes I do eat the chocolate. But now, 8 times out of 10, I don't. Where it used to be 10 times out of 10 that I did. So, and through the acceptance of where I was and coming up with a plan to overcome that, I found it much easier. So accepting yourself as you are, with compassion and kindness, as you would a best friend if she was in the same place as you. Remember, it's not passively accepting it. You're coming up with a plan to help yourself through it or to overcome it. Okay? So really think about ways you could commit to yourself through kindness and compassion, because that's the ultimate kindness. As you would say to your friend, oh, look, do this and do that and I'll help you. So come up with a plan and help yourself. Be kind to yourself and show yourself real compassion while you overcome this difficulty. And remember, we're all the same. We all have them. So lean on people who are maybe going through the same thing and get some support off them and support them back. Okay? So that's our next step. And I will be back on to you next week with the last 2 steps. And then if you want, we can have a discussion maybe on what you've uncovered about yourself over the last few weeks. And if you want to email me, we could have maybe a bit of a question and answers, and maybe I could help you out with a few things. Okay, till then guys, have a good week and mind yourselves. Bye bye.